All right, cameras are rolling. Don't fuck up anything, all right?
Okay.
Let's get this.
Keep your fingers off of shit.
Okay, here we go. Are you ready?
I'm good. I'm gonna touch anything in here. Here we go again.
Am I stuttering at all?
You're frozen, man. All right. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So you were freezing up. You were frozen.
I know it said reconnecting, so are you good?
Okay. Yeah. I'm good.
Okay.
Are you good?
I'm trying to get through this. Let's get through this. Let's do something before something else happens, okay?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Yeah. Go.
Are you just trying to navigate adulthood in a world that still expects you to have it all figured out? Welcome to This Is 50 with your hosts, Travis Holmes and Shayne McManus.
Shayne! Shayne! I'm dying. Are you there?
Travis.
How are you?
God.
Choke me with a spoon, please. Choke me with a spoon.
Oh my goodness. It's them Russians, man.
It's something's going on. I don't know what it is, but I think this is the way we're gonna have this set up from here on out. So hopefully, everything's good. Shayne, look at me. Make sure I want eye contact. Focus.
Sorry, I'm writing. I'm making a very important show note here.
Oh, what's your show note for today's show?
Yes.
Well,
Yes,
I
today's show.
got a note for you.
And you need to check the Sasquatch is chewing on the lines outside your house.
Probably. Shayne, I've been shitting and pissing in my master shower for the last 3 days.
What is the deal with your colon?
There's
What's going on here? Every show now we've got some bowel issues.
Well, I mean, well, first of all, I'm doing that whole 30 diet where it's nothing but like clean foods and stuff. We try no dairy. I have cheese now and then. It's eggs and leafy vegetables and meat that doesn't have phosphorus, sulfur, sugars or something. I don't know. It's a bunch of crap. But I mean, but I'm really surprised or really proud of myself. I haven't had any bread, any rice, any like low carb wraps, no hot dogs, no processed meat. I haven't had anything for the last, I'm going to say last 3 weeks. And I feel good.
Have you lost any weight?
I'm going to use the analogy. I can't tell, but my clothes fit better. They feel better on me.
Okay, so that's a no. So you're denying yourself good food. You haven't lost any weight, and you're shitting and pissing in the shower.
Well, can
you send that over to me? I'm interested.
Sign me up now. No, let me backtrack a little bit. You remember a few weeks back, I said I was hooked on these TikTok trends where people were taking like a bottle of Fabuloso and poking little holes in it and sticking it in the tank of the toilet. So as you flush, a little bit would leach out and would clean your toilet bowl and all that. Well, the one that I had in there, the Fabuloso bottle, the 32 ounce, I stuck it in there and it was, I looked in there. It was purple at one time, the purple colored one. And then I looked a couple weeks later, whatever, and I opened it up and it's completely out. It's empty. It's just full of water now. I'm like, oh, well, it's time to change this out. Well, the way I had it stuck in there, Shayne, if you know the guts of a tank, you've got the fill valve, you've got the flapper, and you've got the fill tube. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So the bottle was big, and I had the old flapper. The toilet that I has is a Pegasus, I think it is, and it's got the old where it's got the iron or the wrought iron with the ball on it for the floater.
They got wings on it too?
No, it doesn't have wings on it. It wish it did after I was done with it. So I reached my hand and, I kind of wedged it in between the fill valve and that tube. So when I went to go pull it out, you've got the handle there and the fill tube and all this all at once. So I had a hard time getting it out of there because it was kind of wedged in there. And when I pulled it out, I kind of pushed on some stuff in the tank. And I'm like, all right. I look, like, everything's good? Everything good? All right, we're good. And I didn't have another one to put back in it, so I just let it be. Just flush it to him, and we're all done and stuff. I'll go to the grocery store and buy another one. And I go to use the restroom the other day, not to get into my personal business, but hell, I've been pissing and shitting in the shower for 3 days. I look in the toilet and I see that little trickle of water inside the tank, or inside the bowl, I should say. So when you see a little, no, because all the purple's gone. But when you see that little bit of water going into the bowl, what needs to be replaced?
The flapper.
Okay. So I'm like, oh, I wiggled the seat off of the flapper, when I pulled this bottle out. So an old wives' trick. I don't know if it's a wives' trick or whatever. I pull the flapper out and I rub Vaseline all on the ledge, kind of meld it and then put it back in the bowl and kind of push down on it so it would reseat itself. Nothing. It's still leaking. I'm like, God damn it. What the hell's wrong with this thing? So another day goes by and it's still leaking. I'm like going, well, we're on a well. So it's pulling from the pressure tank. So the pump's kicking on and off. And I'm like, I'm going to burn the pump up. So I'm like, I got to fix this. I got to figure out what's wrong with it. So I'm looking through the house. I'm looking for if we got a spare flapper. Sure enough, we had a spare flapper, bought like a 3-pack years ago. Oh, look, we still have one. It's not dry rotted. And I put the flapper on and I put it on, still leaking. I'm like, God damn it. What the hell's going on? So I'm grabbing like the guts in the bowl. I'm grabbing the fill valve. I'm grabbing the fill tube. And I grabbed the fill tube, Shayne. Popped right out. And I look at it. I broke it off right at the base.
Okay. So how does this? How do we get shit and piss in the shower? I'm thinking that you screwed up the plumbing or something and something was backing up somewhere, or you just legit pissing and shitting in the shower.
Well, that is our in the master bathroom or the owner's bathroom, whatever fuck you want to call it now.
Oh, I get it. I get it now.
So now the toilet's broke. I can't use that toilet. Yeah. So instead of going out of the bedroom in the middle of the night, down the hallway, on the east wing of the house and take a left and go to that bathroom, I just kind of man up like I'm peeing outside and pee in the shower. Now, when I say I shit in the shower, I didn't waffle stomp anything. I didn't go that extreme. I just want to get everyone's attention. But, you
got mine.
Well, it's a walk-in shower. It's no different than before my dad moved in. I would literally go out. I would walk on the back deck and pee out in the yard and then come back in the house. I don't know why I would do it, but I would do it. So I had to wait until I went to the hardware store, which of course is, 15,000 miles away from us because I live out in the middle of nowhere, and buy the whole kit. Shayne, I bought the whole kit and I was ready to choke someone. You ever tried to replace the whole entire fill valve and the seat and the tube and all that stuff when the bolts that hold the tank are all rusted up?
WD-40.
No, there's no WD-40 in these, man. There is no WD-40. I couldn't get them off.
Well, you got to spray them. You got to spray them and let it sit.
No,
so you're trying to get ahead of yourself.
They would spin. They would spin in the bowl because I had to pull that little rubber ring off of there, and I couldn't get the screwdriver to bite the rusted.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? And then
I thought you were talking about the mounts or the bolts down on the floor to keep the
no. The from the tank to the bowl.
Okay.
So I broke out the Sawzall.
No, you did.
I did.
How'd you get that thing in? Oh, did you get it from underneath? Come at it from underneath?
Yep. And well, actually, I had to push the bowl back or the tank back to expose the bolts that are holding it because I had to pull out all the rubbery bits and stuff. And I'm like, I can see him. If I can see him, I can get to him. And I'm like, please don't crack the bowl. Please don't crack the tank. Oh, I got it. I didn't crack anything. So everything's good. Yeah, I got them both out. It took me an hour and 15 minutes to pull the tank, put all the guts and everything back in it. And now I'm pissing and shitting just like a normal human being here in America.
Yep. It's people like you that is the reason why plumbers charge so much damn money.
I was thinking about, this took me an hour and 15 minutes. Would I have paid someone $175 to come out and do this? No, I wouldn't have. I did it myself, and so I'm proud, and there we go.
Well, good for you. You're a big boy now.
I am a big boy. I'm patting myself on the back here, so.
Yeah, well, you didn't mess up even one pull-up through that whole thing, did you?
I didn't. But, you know, my wife was all worried. She's like, what's all that noise in there? Why is there a jackhammer in the bathroom? I'm like, shut up. Go back.
Travis,
Get out of here.
Travis,
What?
you're totally glossing over the whole issue here.
What was the issue?
You're pissing and shitting in the shower.
Come on. You've never done that. When we go camping and stuff, I used to piss and shit in the shower all the time at the campgrounds.
No, I'm not going to, because other people have to come in behind me and clean themselves.
I rinse it down. Take waffle stomp it in there and then rinse it down.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to process that. Does it all go to the same place?
It's all pipes.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The pipes that take waste from the toilet are bigger. They have a bigger diameter to handle bigger things, right?
4-inch, 2-inch, doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I don't have a 3.5-inch poop.
Yeah, the ones that are draining from the sinks and the showers and stuff, they're just designed to drain water, so they're smaller.
Right. Your shower's 2-inch.
If you're in there, yeah, but if you're in there packing them full of poop,
get in there.
Oh my God.
Why is it stinking here?
Did that not bother her?
She didn't know.
She not know?
She didn't know.
Oh, well, I need to tell her.
I lather up really good with soap when I'm done. Oh, it smells fresh in here.
Oh, no. I think you need to address that first.
My wife, she stinks. She stinks too.
Yeah. Well, we all stink eventually.
Well, her car stinks, and I'll dive into what actually happened there. So stick around. We'll be right back.
Okay.
See, this is the thing without using that the other recorder thing. I can't pause and take breaks in between the thing. It's my end. It's stuff I have to worry about. Don't worry.
You're still blurry and still blurry and choppy at times, but
hopefully it'll catch up.
I hope so.
Shayne, how do you feel about all that stuff that's going on? Because you were in the Air Force.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about all that stuff that's been going on? Not to get too political and stuff, but all this stuff that's going on overseas and stuff.
Well, I think the bigger question is, how do you feel about it?
How do I feel about it?
Non-military guy. How do you feel? Because you know how I'm going to react to this. How do you feel about it?
I saw a thing on TikTok probably about 4 months ago, and it was talking about the way the United States is set up. For example, it's far enough away from everyone where nothing's going to happen. You got Canada, which is a frozen wasteland. The majority of the population is held over in the Quebec area. Then you've got, South America and Mexico, which are allies for us. And we're protected on both sides with, huge amounts of water. Something like this would never, ever happen to us outside of if it would be internal. That would be the only thing, like, 9/11 and any kind of like terrorist in cells, sleeper cells here in the United States. Yeah. But I really don't worry about it too much. But there are radicals out there. I won't deny that they are or are not, but I mean, that's what's happening. I mean, but I'm not too worried about it. Not where I'm at. They're not going to mess with me out here in Marshville.
Well, I mean, not at the moment. Well, going back to what you were talking about before, it is geographically right now, it's logistically impossible for somebody to invade America, to invade the United States
by land or by sea or air or whatever the thing is.
Any means they cannot. It's just, there's no country that can do it right now. Now, we could invade another country easily, but no other country has the capability to invade us. But anyway, you got all these people coming across the border. So they're talking about, there's already 10,000 Palestinians over here crawling around in the country, and who knows what else is, squirted across the border. But I don't know, the older I get, it's like, I used to make fun of the preppers, but now I'm going, maybe they got a hold of something here.
Maybe they got something going on.
Yeah. I mean, it's freaked my wife out enough. I had to go buy, I went and armed up couple of days ago, I got two AR-15s now.
Do you really?
You know, I've always had handgun. Yeah, I mean, I've always had, you know, hunting rifles and handguns and that kind of stuff. But I'm like, you know, I need some more firepower. So I've got two ARs in the house. She's packing now. She carries a gun with her everywhere she goes.
Does she really? What size gun does she have?
Don't have to. It's a 9mm.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's, I mean, and she's shot that gun before. I've taken her to the range, showed her how to, you know, taught her how to shoot it. But I don't know. I would, and the reason I ask you how you feel about it is because you're just, you know, average Joe Moe citizen. You haven't served in the military or anything. I'm not knocking. I'm just saying.
Right.
Yeah. But you know, it kind of concerns me a little bit because I have sources in high places.
I've got secret intel that I get regularly, and they're messing with the internet right now. That's why we can't do the show.
Everybody thinks that somebody that served in the military has got some kind of connections that they never let go of. But no, just looking at the situation, it's like, oh my God. Yeah. You need to have something in your home. You need to be able to defend your home. So my message to everybody listening is, doesn't matter where you're listening at. Think about it this way. Every Israeli, every person in Israel, man or woman, has to do 3 years in the military. When they turn 18, they are required by law to go serve in the military. Did you know that?
Well, that's kind of like what we do. We when you turn 18, you have to sign up for
that's selective service.
Selective service, but it's by law you have to.
Yeah, well, these people actually have to go through basic training and serve in the military.
That's crazy.
Men and women.
What about
every single one of them?
At what age?
18.
18. Okay, so they're just like us.
Yeah. So before they can go to college, before they can go explore themselves, before they can do anything, if they're going to live in the state of Israel, they have to go serve in the military. The only way to get out of that is to leave the country. All right, follow me so far?
Yes.
So if that's the case, what if all of these houses over there had guns in them?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody served in the military. Everybody knows how to shoot a gun. Everybody has had military training.
They're like Minutemen, like back in the day.
Yeah. It wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have went down this way. But guess what?
Yeah.
Guns are banned over there. They're banned. Now, guess what? They've lifted the ban. They want their citizens to be armed.
I saw a TikTok video, because that's all I do is watch TikTok. I saw a TikTok video, and it showed the paratroopers coming in, and it says, and you want to do what with our AR-15s here in the United States? You know?
Yeah, no shit. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I want to take them away. I mean, there's all kinds of different ways to, you didn't hear this from me.
No.
Turn those things fully automatic if you wanted to. I don't have any. I have none of those devices to do that.
We don't want to get flagged, Shayne.
Yeah, I have none of that stuff. I'm totally legal over here, Joe.
Yeah, right.
But anyway, yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Guns are cheap right now. And that's why they're so hard to find, because everybody's snatching them up.
Yeah, they're stocking up on them. So my wife, when she leaves every morning about 6:30 to go for her riding lessons, her horse is off the property, and she travels probably about 20 miles to go to this facility where we have one of our horses. And, you know, it's still dark outside. Sun's barely coming up, so you still get a little bit of like the nocturnal animals that are kind of, you know, creeping and crawling all over the place. Well, she says it was dead already. I say, because I drove the path that she went, because I had to go the same somewhere later. It was in the middle of the lane, not the middle of the road, the middle of the lane. Middle of the road would be the stripes. The middle of the lane would be your two tires could pass over it. She hit a skunk with her car, she said she ran over a skunk. And when I say ran over the skunk, she said it was probably barely dead for an hour. So it still had all of its goo. And it was late. Go ahead.
Did she bust the did it get on the car?
Yes. And she pulled into the garage, and plus it got up underneath the in the engine, but underneath the chassis of the car, because she hit it with both tires, driver's side tires. And she's like, I hit a skunk. I said, did you hit a skunk alive or hit a skunk dead? No, he was dead. He was dead, I think. I'm like, all right. I don't know.
If he wasn't, he is now.
He was a spot on the road, and now he's a bigger spot on the road. So she pulled into the garage, and I'm like, what? And the heat of the car is cooking it, and I'm like, oh God damn! Pull this car out of the garage. You're stinking up the studio. So I take the car down.
It smells like the shower in here.
Familiar smell. What the hell is this? It's inside. It's outside. This world's collapsing. What's going on? So my wife, she pulls out in the driveway, and I'm like, oh God, I'll spray it off. And I'm spraying it off. It is not helping. No, it's not on the side of the car. It's all underneath the car. Like I said, the chassis. You
can't neutralize that smell.
You have to.
You can't neutralize that smell.
Yeah, you have to use like tomato juice. I think Mythbusters figured that out. I said, well, I'm not washing the car with tomato juice. So I said, well, babe, I got to go to the store. I'm going to take your stinky car, and I'm going to go up to the store. And I surprised her. I ran it through the car wash. I pull up, and the little girl goes, oh, what would you want, sir? Give me the multi-double flush package, whatever it is.
And the undercarriage double treatment.
That's what I want. I want the undercarriage. I want everything. I want this thing to be. So pulled out, went through the car wash, came back home. Little remnants. It's gone now. This is like 3 days ago. A little bit of remnants of smell. So my wife hit a friggin' skunk. And the thing is, I had to clarify with her. I said, did you hit the skunk alive or dead? And she's like going, no, it was dead. I said, babe, when I went by, the skunk was in the middle of the lane. Were you that far over on the road that you hit it with your tires? You see what I'm saying? Like, were you not paying attention? Yeah. And she's like, no, it was in the center of the road, not the center of the lane. I go, well, it's in the center of the lane now. When I drove by it, because I had the big truck and I drove over the top of it, and yeah, so.
Well, I mean, it either crawled a little bit, or when she hit it, it kicked it over some, or she was drunk.
I think it was a combination of the three.
She was drunk.
Yeah, it was a three. A combination of the three.
Yeah. Well, I mean, don't worry about the skunk smell. I mean, every time I leave the house and go anywhere, it smells like skunk, but it's usually the guy in front of us smoking weed.
You got some skunk weed out there, buddy.
I'm telling you, it's bad. I mean, you can ride down the interstate behind somebody. I mean, you just smell it all. I smell it everywhere I go now.
They don't care.
Yeah, country skunk doesn't bother me at all.
I'm going to, I've been doing the Whole30 diet, and I've been losing a little bit of weight.
Are you?
Yes. Well,
no, we determined you're not losing weight. Don't bring up that lie again.
These guys are the only thing holding me down.
Mm-hmm.
But I got an appointment. I got an alert on my phone the other day, and I'm like going, holy shit, I forgot I made this 2 years ago. And I'll tell you what that appointment is when we come back. So stick around. Is it getting any better?
Yeah, it seems to be.
Okay.
And then you said something and you froze. So there's your screenshot. Everybody's like, he always makes you look stupid. And he doesn't have to try. I do it myself. I don't have to make those faces, but I do.
I try to find one where I literally, like, my whole goal is to find where both of us are like this. Laughing or something like that. That way, when I do the little cut and paste, oh, look, they're having a good time. It looks like a good show. Maybe instead of us, the pictures are like this.
Yeah, but I always end up like, I always end up like this, and then you're over there like a glamour shot.
Yeah, like, tell me more, retardo boy.
Well, it's all right.
All right, I gotta
I figured. Gotta get more beer.
Yeah, I'll be right. Go. Can you hear me? Can you hear me running?
I'm trying to think of the song. Don't tell me.
Can you hear me on you? I know, it's an 80s song.
Yeah, it's on the tip of my tongue. Ouch. Up, Phil's back.
All right, you ready?
You hear my truck? Hold on a minute. He's backing up the driveway,
Oh.
shaking the freaking house. Can you hear it? So it's always. All right, I think he's done.
All right.
I heard him tap the garage door, so we're good.
So, Shayne.
Yeah, Travis.
Yeah, it's me.
What's up?
That's you. We are going to a brand new Food Lion. You ever go grocery shopping at Food Lion?
All the time.
Do you? I hate it.
That's my guy. I'd rather go to Food Lion. Yeah, I'd rather. Really?
Yeah, I don't like it.
You don't like Food Lion?
I feel like I need to have like stamps or something when I pay for my food there.
You don't like. I just get so satisfied swiping that MVP card. Walmart's like, this is the price that we're. There's no discount here. Yeah. The price is what it is.
But see, I think Food Lion.
At least there's good scenery.
Is there? What kind of scenery? They got good melons over there or something over in Food Lion?
Now, let me tell you what happened to me the other day. This is rare that anything like this ever happens to me. But I go in a Food Lion, just pick up a couple of things, and I'm walking up the aisle, and I'm there for tomatoes or whatever, and I always end up in the beer aisle.
You don't end up in. You do not end up in the beer aisle. You go to the beer aisle.
No, something pulled me over there. But anyway, here we are, aging a little bit, So I grabbed my beer, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't plan on getting any, but I got some anyway. But,
ow, ow.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you and I are aging a little, so to speak. But I think that we can both appreciate a nice booty when we see one. Would you say?
Duh.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not that far gone yet, but anyway, so, our local Food Line has self-checkout now. They didn't have it for the longest time, but now they've got the little 4 aisles out in the middle. And we talked about, I bought some beer there and I had the camera over top. But anyway, I come walking up to the self-checkout, and gotta love yoga pants, right? That's the thing. Anyway, the most beautiful booty I have seen in a very long time.
White girl, black girl, Spanish girl.
She was a white girl with black girl, Spanish girl booty. I don't know what was going on in there.
What was her age?
She had to be early 20s.
Early 20s. Okay. That's where I kind of draw the line. I think I draw a line.
She's illegal. I mean, but okay. So there's more to the story here.
Okay, go ahead.
All
Tell
right.
me the story.
So me being a male, and you being a male, if you'd have seen it, and every other male in the dadgum place was, that's high quality booty right there.
Okay.
That's that rare. You just don't see that very often. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, but it was such a nice booty. This is the part that blew me away. The women working in there. I'm sitting here checking out. She does her thing, and we watch everybody. Guys watch her walk out the door. She gets out the door, and all the other women working in there, they start talking about this girl's booty. That's what blew me away. I was like, they were like, now that's got to be, yeah.
Now,
here we go.
Do the women get catty and say, I can't believe that girl would come in here dressed like that? Or they're like going, God damn, that girl got some junk in her trunk.
It started out that way. Then they got catty.
Yeah.
Because they were going,
yeah.
They were going, that's some ass right there. And here's these girls saying this. And then they got cat. Well, those got to be implants.
Fucking bitches.
And they just, yeah, I mean, but it kind of tickled me that here's these other women, and there were young girls in there that were working in there, kind of girls her age and a little bit older. So of course I was admiring it while I was walking out, but here's these other girls just keep on going and going and accusing her of having implants. And I was waiting on one of them to go look at me and go, well, what do you think?
How does she have implants?
What do you think I think?
Yeah. How does she have implants though if she's like in her early 20s, even mid 20s?
Travis, it was that kind of booty. It was not human.
Okay.
It was, I mean, it was human, but it wasn't, it was so anatomically correct. It was, she got two, I don't know.
She got two, Boston butts in there jockeying for position.
It looked like two bobcats fighting in a burlap sack.
Well, there you go.
I'm telling you. Yeah. For whatever analogy, but these women didn't think it was real. That was the whole argument, that they thought what a great looking ass, but then they were convinced by the time she was gone, or by the time I was gone, it wasn't real.
Have you seen?
It couldn't have been.
Have you seen the women that work at Food Lion?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so it's kind of like, hey, sister, sorry, you're either blessed with a body, or you're blessed with a brain, or you're blessed with a friggin' job. So take your pick.
Or a sugar daddy. But these were, like I told you, these were young girls that were probably her age or just a little bit older, and they were amazed at what she brought in the door. But
so I'm going
it was funny. It was like when she walked out, every head was watching. I mean, male, female, all. It was just like it was crazy. Because when I walked around the corner, the first thing I just stopped. I just stopped dead in my tracks.
See, that's where I draw the line. When you say she was 20-some-odd-year-old girl, and now that we're 50-some-odd years old, I don't want to be the creepy guy. So I will give anyone under 30 years old respect. Hey, look, you want to dress like that? I'm not going to sit here and gonk at you because I don't want to be the creepy guy in the store. If you want to do that or whatever. So even now, I look at like girls in their 20s, mid 20s and stuff, and just kind of like, yes, you're beautiful. Yes, I'm not going to sit here and go, oh my God, you're so beautiful. But over 30, then I will say, oh my God, now you're attractive, you're mature. I think that's it. I don't want a little girl. I don't want to look at a little girl. Even when they're in the mid 20s or early 20s, like you were saying, I still look at them as like they're little girls. I don't look at them like they're little girls. I don't want to get that wrong, but I mean, I look at them like, they need to have respect. They need their own space, and I don't want to be the creepy guy. And I look at the older guys like you standing in line, checking out in beer, gawking at them, and I look at you, and I would look at you, and I go, look at that guy over there. What a fucking pervert he is.
Well, okay. Oh, hold on a minute. Let me defend myself here. That was my whole point. I'm not like that either. I'm the same way. I don't want to be gawking. I don't want to be.
Says the guy who's talking about the butt on the show here.
You just could not help it. Yeah, you would have been the same way. It was just that was a once in a lifetime. How in the world? Where did you buy that? Where did you get it? How did you get that? You just had to stop and look at it.
So I'm taking.
Billy Graham would have stopped and looked at it.
Grandma's like,
that's what I'm saying.
Excuse me, Sonny, can you tell me where I can get some booty?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what was going on there, but it was such a. My point is, Travis, it was such a nice booty that even the girls were talking about it.
God himself has blessed her butt.
Whatever.
So I'm taking my dad. Speaking of God, and going to visit him soon. I was taking my dad.
Booty.
I got to take my dad to Food Lion. Actually, he's going with us. And one of the things that we have agreed on here in the house is if he buys the coffee, I will buy milk. That's one of the little stipulations that we have. If he buys like the ground coffee, and because he makes the coffee in the morning, he gets up and does the pot and everything, I will buy a gallon of milk. And the reason why I say that is because if he buys the 2%. Coffee, what's that?
Hold on a minute. I need a visual here. 2%? 2%. Whole milk?
2%. We don't do whole milk.
Okay.
Only.
That's un-American.
But, he'll buy the coffee. The coffee will last, 45 days. and then or less than that or whatever it is. And a gallon of milk usually lasts a week and a half. So, I'm paying $3 for milk. He's paying, $15 for the thing. It kind of works out in the math. The problem is that I'm running into is that he is not drinking the milk fast enough. So the milk actually spoils. And I'm like going, Dad, we're spending all this money on the milk, because he has cereal in the morning and I don't know, and then cereal in the morning. And there's times where I want like a chocolate milk at night but now that we're not drinking milk on this stupid Whole30 diet, that's not stupid, but don't worry. She doesn't listen to the show.
How do you really feel?
She doesn't listen to the show.
I wouldn't worry about, I was going to say, I wouldn't worry about him. I'd worry about her.
Yeah. But the thing is when he makes and so I agreed, let me get back to my train of thought here. So I agreed, I'm like, hey Dad, maybe we should just go with a half gallon of milk. Can I get you a half gallon of milk? Yes.
That was going to be my suggestion.
Yeah. So we're going to get a half gallon of milk. The thing was he's like, oh, the milk's spoiled. First of all, I have never had milk spoil in the house before he moved in. And the reason why I say that is because, one, we are not in that refrigerator 16 times a day getting shit out of it. So the refrigerator stays closed. So if you keep the milk nice and cool, nice and, at a constant temperature of whatever you set your 43 degrees or whatever you set it'll keep longer. I've drank milk in our house that has been a week past the due and it's still good. With him, it barely makes it to the expiration date because he's in there constantly. He drinks a gallon and a half of sweet tea every day. And he goes in there and he's got one of these little sippy cup things. And he fills it up and he can barely, like when the thing's full, he can barely fill it up. And then, as it goes on and on, but he's in and out of the refrigerator. So the refrigerator doesn't keep a constant temperature. But when he makes the coffee, here's the problem that I'm running into. He doesn't know how to make coffee because I don't know if it's him or me with this whole new diet that I'm on. My body is processing. I don't have any caffeine at all other than that coffee. And I noticed in the last 2 weeks, my body, I'll take a sip of coffee and like within 30 minutes, I can't fucking breathe. I'm heart palpitations. I can hear my hair grow. I don't know if that's what it is. And I'm like, Dad, did you
I'm shitting and pissing in the shower?
It has nothing to do with the case of beer I drank the night before. But still, I've had coffee and I'm like, this is nice. This is nice. But I think he's changed his formula because I don't know. But so is it
Starbucks coffee?
No, God, no. It's the McCafe, the purple one.
Oh, okay.
My wife likes that.
Starbucks like soaks their coffee in liquid caffeine because their stuff wires me up. But if you don't drink it regularly, yeah, it'll hype you up a little bit.
Yeah. So his coffee was lighting me up. I'm like going, Dad, you got to back off the grounds.
Wow. Well, I mean, yeah, there's no reason for milk to go bad. If milk's getting ready to expire and there's still half a gallon, I'm drinking it. I'm just going to chug it.
Yeah, no, that's what happened.
I'm going to get it super cold first.
So I had an alert on my phone that came up that I forgot that I made like a year and a half ago. And I'll get into that.
And
I'll get into that story.
I get my everyday Amber alerts.
No, this is an appointment that I made a year and a half ago. And I'll get into that when we come back. So stick around. We'll be right back. Yeah, it's hard to watch because I'm having to rely on a different time clock to take breaks and stuff. So bear with me.
Okay.
You ready to come back? Keep it going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I wish Amber would stay home though.
She's always out and about. Ready?
Yeah.
Shayne, I had another confrontation with the little kid next door.
Oh, the leaf kid.
Get your leaves out of my yard.
You just need to stomp his ass and get it over with.
He's cute, but I mean, he's getting like 3 or 4 years old. He's 4 or 5 years old. He's getting to be a little mouthy. which is sad because, everyone's homeschooled over there. They all go to church on Sunday. I'm just surprised that this kid's being this way.
Well, tell Dad, and he'll probably lock him up in the shed for 2 or 3 weeks and get that out of him.
So he must have had a birthday or something, and he's got like one of those little remote control RC cars. And he's got like a little monster truck. I mean, it's no bigger than like those things you find on like Temu or something like that. And I'm taking my bulldog out. Now, my bulldog's almost 14 years old, which is almost unheard of for a bulldog. But come with a bulldog comes, hip dysplasia and weak legs and stuff like that, and they really have a hard time walking. So you have to be really, really gentle with them.
That comes with humans, too.
Yes. The older they get, the less likely their limbs will work. So I always walk with the dog outside, to make sure she doesn't fall over or anything like that. And he comes up, and he's standing right on the property line. And he's like, hey, I'm like, what? He's like, what are you doing? What kind of dog is that? I go, it's a bulldog. I said, do me a favor, just stay over there because I don't want you coming over here and try to pet the dog while the dog's trying to go to the bathroom. You're going to knock her over. You're going to step on her. Something's bad going to happen in my mind. No, I'll stay right here. So he sets his remote control car on the ground and drives the car over to my side of the property. I'm like, I said, hey man, I said, don't bring that car over here. I'm not, as the car's coming directly towards my dog. Now my dog, I'm worried that the dog's going to step on it. And it's going to fall over. It's going to break its leg or whatever. I'm like, dude, I said, back off. Don't come near my dog with the car. I'm not. And he's driving the car directly. It's like a horror movie. And I said, stop. All right, hold on. And I'm like, hold on, nothing. So I grabbed this car and picked it up and held it over my head.
Oh, I'd have chunked it. Chunked it back at him.
I almost did. I picked it up. I said, what did I tell you? I wasn't coming near your dog. I'm like, but I told you to bring this back over to your, don't bring it over here. So my dog went to the bathroom, walked her back up in the house. Okay, give me my car back. And that's when I was like, I was going to chuck him right. I was sitting on the porch, chicken back at him. I said, I'm going to put it down right.
I'll give it to you, buddy.
I held it up. I said, can the remote control reach it? And he hits the wheels and the wheels are spinning. I said, good. I set it on the ground and said, you can drive it back to your house. And he drove it back to his house. But I was pissed off, man.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, but yeah, well, he's 4 years old. I mean, so he can't really process what you're trying to tell him.
Yes.
You just expect more out of him because of the family that he comes from.
Correct, because everyone in the family, everyone in the family is kind of bright.
Yeah, so what you do is just go over there and knock on the door and stomp Dad's ass when he comes out.
No. He's a nice guy, but he's never home. He's a pilot, so he flies out for 4 days and comes back for 2, and he's gone for 6 and then back for 4. And he's got a weird schedule.
Well, that's the problem. Mom's not doing her job then. Let's blame Mom.
Well, yes, I will. I will blame the mom because half of the kids are plain and simple. Half the kids are moved out now. I think she's only got 3 of them living at home now. Everyone else is either out
only
married.
3 more?
No, they have 6 altogether. So,
oh my God. Okay. Well, we knew a family like that too. I asked her one day, I was like, why do you keep having kids? She goes, because we keep having sex. Well, that's a brilliant answer.
There you go.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
What's for dinner?
Yeah.
So I had an alert on my phone. And I've been, the older I get, the more I put in dates in my phone to remember them. I got this going on Tuesday, and I'll put an alert on my phone. I use Google. I'm an Android user. I know you're an iPhone user. So I go to the calendar, hit the thing, whatever. So about 1.5 years ago, I went to my doctor, and we were talking about my high blood pressure and all that other stuff and what I can do. And at the time, I was really heavy. I was like 298. I think I'm down to 267, by the way. Thank you very much. And at the time I was 298, I asked her, I said, this Ozempic is coming out. I said, have you heard anything about this and that? And she's like, oh yeah, that's a, great weight loss drug and all this other stuff. I said, okay, can I get on that? She was like, oh yeah. She's like, we have a weight control clinic that's part of our, the Atrium here in North Carolina. I'll sign you up for it. I'm like, all right. She's like, a referral, Atrium, whatever. So the lady calls me from the weight loss clinic that's part of the program. She's like, hey, Mr. Holmes, do you, we're here to make an appointment. I'm like, all right. She's like, let's see. We've got one in November. And I'm thinking like this upcoming November. This was, like I said, 1.5 years ago. She's like, no. November in 2023. This is 2022. And I'm like going, really? She's like, yeah. We're really, really backed up. And I'm like, all right. well, what dates do you have? And she's looking through her calendar. The 24th. And I go, isn't that the day before Thanksgiving? She's like, yeah, that's the only date we have. And I go, all right. She goes, but we can call you if something opens up. I'm like, okay, fine. Every 3 months she's calling. No, sir, nothing's come up. Every 3 months. Because I guess I'm on a cycle or something. Nope, nothing's come up. Sorry, nothing's come up. Finally, I get an alert the other day. Now that I'm down to 267. I get an alert. Don't forget, you have an appointment on the 24th of November for your Ozempic appointment. And I go, holy shit, I forgot all about it. So this November, in what's today, the 20th? So within 30 days, I've got this appointment to go down to the weight loss clinic to see about Ozempic. Now, I tell you that to tell you this. You've heard of all the bad and horrible things now that they're finding out about people that are taking Ozempic, whether they're getting their asses falling off, like literally, like all the muscle and tissues in their butt is falling off. There's all these different things as far as their bowels. They're shitting themselves in the shower. They're doing all this crazy stuff, and they're saying, well, it's a weight loss drug, but there are some side effects. And the side effects that I'm seeing now that everyone's responding to, I don't think I want to go to this appointment in November.
Well, I was going to say that sounds pretty drastic. I mean, good. Oh, well, just a few side effects. Death. Well, yeah, that'll cure your obesity for sure. Look, just be like me.
I'll try.
I'm expanding. I'm getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Just because of the nature of my life now, and the beer. And just be like me. Yeah. I'm Travis. I'm so big now. I've gained so much weight that I have to wear a CPAP.
Are you wearing a
CPAP?
You, that? You fucking.
Yeah, I call it. Look, I've been getting beat in the head at night. I'm snoring. Usually I'm snoring laying on my back. Now I'm snoring laying on my side. So now it's a problem. So
you have to.
Yeah. So Stephanie brings, she's the CPAP queen. Mm-hmm. So she brings this thing home and throws it at me. He's like, you're going to wear this. You're going to wear this. So I call it my fat pap. It's not CPAP. It's fat pap.
When I picture you with a CPAP on, every time I see that, I think of that scene from Aliens when the alien sucks to the guy's face. That's what I think, people that wear CPAPs.
I'll put the mask on and I'll take some pictures of it and put it up on the Facebook page or something. But it's crazy. I can't. She wears the little nose things that just go right in her nose, but I have to have the full face Darth Vader mask on. I'm only having to wear it because I'm so damn fat now.
But are you?
Look.
Nice. Now, if you had some junk in the trunk, I'd look at you at Food Line too.
Yeah, well, no. I have no acetol.
I know, there's a joke there.
I'm just going to leave it alone.
Just there. Let that soak in the ground a little bit. So, but here's the question.
I wouldn't. Well, the question is, if that kind of, you got that kind of stuff going on, the side effects, come on over to the fat side and just stay here.
But what about, does a CPAP, do you find out that it helps you? Because you said that you couldn't do it before.
No, you got to ease into that. I'm telling you, it's. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it or not. I'm trying. I'm legitimately trying, but it's hard because you wake up. First of all, you can't hardly fall asleep. You feel like you're suffocating. You feel like you're taking Ozempic.
I'm telling you, it's that alien machine.
Well, think about it. It's a constant stream of air. So let's just say you took a air hose and stuck it in your mouth and pulled the trigger.
You mean I got to put it there too?
Yeah. You pull the trigger and never let it go. It's just a constant stream of air. And when you exhale, you have to exhale against that air that's coming in.
It's like a battle.
So, yeah. So you feel like you're choking. I think I'd rather take Ozempic.
With this whole,
are you scared of the side effects
of what, the Ozempic or the face mask?
Yeah, the Ozempic.
Oh yeah, I'm not taking it. Nope. No, because it actually, with insurance and stuff, it's going to be almost $1,000 a month. I can spend $1,000 on something else.
Wow. Yeah, no kidding.
No,
Which ironically is your problem anyways.
So anyways, yeah, I'm not going to take it. But being on this Whole30 diet, I've learned a valuable lesson in my dietary choices. And I'm allowed to eat chicken wings. As long as they have a sauce on them, like basically just straight hot sauce, with no like sugars or anything added to them. But I came into a debate, my own personal debate, that I'm going to get into about chicken wings and chicken thighs. So stick around. We'll be right back.
You like that dark meat, don't you?
Well, hold on.
You like that dark meat. Well, I'm disappointed you're not taking Ozempic because I wanted to see if it helped you.
It all depends on what time they call me, but it's like, and what's going on here at the house. I'm not gonna. It's just a consultation is all it is to see if I qualify for it. I mean, I do qualify for it, but I mean, so I might go down there and just see what's going on, because we don't know if we got family coming up for Thanksgiving, and I don't want to leave the house,
Yeah, but then you almost don't want to start on a weight loss. You don't even think about weight loss right at Thanksgiving the day before.
That was the whole joke about, really? The day before Thanksgiving, you're putting me on a weight loss program? That makes absolutely no sense. Can I finish? All right, you ready?
Yes.
So, Shayne.
Yes.
My wife went out of town.
Chicken.
My wife went out of town the other day. She went out of town for 4 days. 4 days. She had to go fly out to Arizona.
Yeah, 4 glorious days.
So I was a bachelor for 4 days, and because I'm on this new diet and stuff, I normally when it's bachelor weekend, I get a pack of hot dogs, a pack of or 2 cans of Bunker Hill chili, some pack of cheese, hot dog buns, Doritos, ravioli. This was my normal diet. Yeah.
Talk slower. Talk slower.
And for dessert, I usually get like a half gallon of ice cream, and the little cakes that's got the little Hostess cakes that's got the white ring or the right swirl on top of it. You know what I'm talking about? They're like a cupcake, and they got like a little looks like a pubic hair on top of it.
Yeah. $2.90, you say?
Yeah, $2.98. So, but I was good this time. Yeah, when she left, I maintained the diet and stuff. One perk that I found out, and it was so funny. This is before the toilet broke, by the way, that I caught myself, going to the bathroom in the middle of the night. I when I put the seat down, I put both seats down. If I got to pick them up, you're going to pick one of these up. It's basically my mentality. If I got to pick this up and put this down for you, I'm going to put both of them down. You're going to have to do some work yourself. All right. No one's getting out of this game for free. So I caught myself after going to the bathroom, stand up number 1. I put both seats down, and I turn and go back to the bedroom. And I'm like going, why the fuck did I do that? Nobody's here. It's just me. So I took pride in leaving that seat up for 4 days.
just pissed all over the
piss
seat,
all over everything.
The bowl and the edges.
On the dog.
In the shower.
In the shower, on the floor, on our curling iron.
There you go.
No.
There you go. Piss on the floor. Yeah.
But that was like
when she turns it on and it heats it up.
Yeah, it smells.
Oh, you want to talk about a skunk smell?
Yeah, skunk smell. But no, I was just like, when I put it down, I caught myself like going, what? Who am I doing this for? Am I doing this for me? Am I doing this? And people could say, well, there's a flush plume that comes out of there. And I'm like, no, fuck it. It's a closet. I mean, it literally is a closet. You open the door, you walk in, both elbows hit the wall. In the master bathroom. So I was like, oh, that was just a little perk. So that's what I did there.
Look at it this way. You just didn't want to get out of your routine.
Right.
If you'd have done it any other way, then you would have possibly carried that over. So you just want to stay into your normal routine.
No, I left it up all 4 days. And then I'm like, I physically had to reprogram myself. She's home. She's home. She's home. She's home. She's home. She's home. So make sure you put the lid back down.
Take her clothes off. Take her clothes off. Put her clothes back in the drawer.
Right.
Take her dress off.
Take the high heels off. But one of the things that I'm allowed to have on this stupid diet is I'm allowed to have chicken wings. And chicken wings, any kind of chicken, just regular chicken. But here's the thing. It has to be fried in extra virgin olive oil or cooked in extra virgin olive oil. I'm allowed to have that. I'm not allowed to have peanut oil. I'm not allowed to have canola oil or vegetable oil or anything like that because they're a processed type material as to where olive oil is pretty much natural. So we have an air fryer. And for dinner, I have 2 chicken thighs, skin on, bone in, chicken thighs. Boom, put them in the air fryer, come out nice and crispy, and I'm eating them. And then I was like, oh man, I have a hunkering for chicken wings. So my wife's like, I'll pick you up a flat of chicken wings, raw in the package from like Saunders Chicken or something like that. And I'm out there, I'm cutting them up and I'm putting them in the air fryer and I'm pulling them out. And I'm sitting there eating them with hot sauce on them, just straight hot sauce, because that's Whole30 compliant. And I'm like eating them. I'm like going, all right, there's one, the flap, drummy, flap, drummy. And I'm like, God, this is a lot of fucking work to eat this fucking chicken. I would rather go back and eat a chicken thigh. Now, my whole entire life, it's always been breast. It's always been white meat, all that stuff. But I am loving chicken thighs with nothing on them in the air fryer. And it takes like 40 minutes to cook. I know. It's a long time. 20 minutes on one side, 15 on one side, 15 on the other, 30 minutes. And they come out so crispy and so juicy and better. And there's only one bone in them. One fucking bone with all that meat around it. I'm like, holy shit. I will debate you up and down that I would rather eat chicken thighs with hot sauce wing dressing on them than regular wings and sauce on them.
I would agree with you. I just bake mine in the oven. You like 30 minutes in there. I'll put salt and pepper on them. The skin on them gets nice and crispy. Throw them jokers in the oven. Chicken wings too, but the thighs.
It's too much work for the chicken wings.
Meat lollipop is what it's a meat lollipop is what it is.
Are you talking about the thighs or the thighs?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. That bone in there is just a lollipop stick, popsicle stick.
But they are so, and there's no like tendons or anything I got to worry about. When you're eating like the chicken wings, you're always trying to buy that one tendon and you're like, it's cartilage. And you're eating this and fuck that. And it's like eating crab legs, like snow crab legs compared to king crab legs. Snow crab legs, it just takes forever to peel, crack and eat. No, fuck that. I'd rather eat the king crabs. Yeah. So
worth it. Well, I mean, the thing with the thighs is it's dark meat, so full of cholesterol and greasy and not good for you.
No, it's good for you. It's good.
It is. It's great for you.
Keep eating it, fat ass.
Wonderful for you. I'm going to make some chicken wings or chicken thighs when I get out of here.
I know. I've been eating 2 chicken thighs and a bowl of leafy like spinach and iceberg lettuce with a little bit of bacon bits or whatever, imitation bacon bits on top. So that's what I've been eating.
Oh, that sounds good. Yeah. I went old school yesterday. I cut up some onions and cucumbers and soaked them in vinegar. How old is that?
Oh,
grandparents.
That gets old quick though. That gets old real quick.
Well, I don't do it very often, but I mean, that was what my grandmother did. They had that every single night and every night now, and a pan of homemade cornbread.
Yeah, the cornbread's what kills you.
No, I think it was the liquor that they drank.
Probably.
Yeah.
What else you got going on? Anything?
Apparently, I'm gonna make some chicken.
Okay. What kind of dressing do you?
Some chicken thighs. Can I do a plug?
Sure. Go ahead.
But that's not a plug. My favorite barbecue sauce in a jar or a can from a store is John Boy and Billy's original barbecue sauce. You know who John Boy and Billy are, don't you?
Yes, I know. They live, my wife rides with his wife.
Oh, well, mine went 1,000 different directions there when you said that.
Riding horses.
I gotcha. They got their own brand of barbecue sauce, and it is so good.
Yeah, look at the sugar content on it.
Well,
and another thing, and get off my lawn. And
yeah,
I can't have that.
The whole 30 that I'm on is eat the whole 30 ounces or drink the whole 30 ounces. That's some really good barbecue sauce.
I've never had it only because it looks like a marketing ploy or something like that. I like
it's good.
Okay.
It's really, if you like the Carolina style barbecue sauce, it's kind of a mix between the Kansas City and the Carolina. It's really good.
Okay. Well, I can't try it. I can't. No, it's got too much sugar in it.
Well, you're not going to be on
Shayne,
whole 30 for the rest of your life.
Shayne, it's got too much sugar in it.
Too much sugar, too much alcohol, too much hops.
Fuck yeah, I'm not even drinking that shit. Fucking queers.
Yeah. As long as you're turning those bad boys up, then that diet ain't gonna do any good.
It's actually done me very well because you know why? I found out I'm not eating, like I said, I'm not eating the it's almost like keto. I'm not eating all the starches and everything or the breads or any of that stuff. So I'm seeing results.
Well, as long as it's working. Well, good. As long as it's working for you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what my problem is. Yeah.
It's that can of
I'm getting a Dicky Doo.
it's that can of
getting a Dicky Doo belly.
Yep. It's that can of beefaronis too.
Oh, well, yeah, if you're adding that in there. Well, good. I'm glad it's working for you.
Yep. All right, Shayne, anything else? Anything else before I let you go?
No. I think I'm good here.
All right. Well, I wish you luck. Good luck with everything at the household. I know you got a busy schedule. We're fortunate enough to have you on this week, so thank you very much. I hope everything goes all right. Don't shoot anyone, all right? You or the missus.
Oh, no, I'm going to shoot something.
Coming right at us.
I got to shoot. Got to shoot something.
All right. Well, get a target in the backyard.
I got a couple of dogs that I'm getting tired of, so
yeah, neighbors' kids.
I'll just cut them loose.
All right, Shayne, I'll talk to you later.
All right, see you, bye.
See you, bye. All right. There you go. We'll see how this one turns out. I'm relying heavily on the video portion of this podcast.
Okay.
So what you don't know behind the scenes is I have an audio program that records just the audio to where I can just go in and edit that. And then the video portion records both, video and audio. So what I'm finding out is when I run a couple things at the same time, this processor on this computer is this is a 12-year-old, 10-year-old computer. I'm waiting, in the wings here to get a new one. And so what I have to do is take the audio from this in the video, transform it to an MP3, and then I have to bump up all the because it's not as perfect as the audio recorder. So I have to bump up all the sounds, all that stuff, and then put it back in the audio recorder program. You don't care.
I do. I just sounds like a pain in the ass to me.
It is a pain in the ass, but in order to capture a good quality show and produce a good quality show, that's what I have to do.
You have to have good quality talent, right?
Yes. This guy.
Hey, I'm just here for the scones.
Yeah. All right, Shayne, we'll
scones and coffee.
Go drink your beer out on the back porch. Enjoy the rest of this beautiful day that we have. It's a little windy out there, so watch your toupee.
Okay.
All right. I'll talk to you.
Now I got to go get chicken thighs, though.
The nuts. I mean, I completely converted.
Yeah, it's so much, but it's so much juicier.
Yeah.
It's so much more satisfying.
I'll never eat chicken wings again unless we go to a place that has chicken wings. I'll never make them here at the house again.
Gotcha.
I'd rather eat 4 chicken thighs than a plate of fucking chicken wings. I got to sit there and gnaw through the friggin' garnets of fucking stones that are in there.
Well, you ought to try rabbit legs. A rabbit leg quarter, it's the same thing.
Is it really?
Can't tell the difference. Yeah. That's some very good tender meat.
All right, Shayne, I'll let you go.
10. All right.
All right. Go do something.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, bye.